Welcome back. 4 finalists down, 4 left in the hunt. But there's 2 grumpy old buggers still standing here at Footyology. And we're not going anywhere because finals demand an even higher level of outrage. And only we can deliver it on the Footyology Rant-off! We haven't got long, so channel your outrage into a very concise rant.
Were you Godzilla in the school play?
Oh, well, I wish I had been. I was thwarted in my ambition. 3, 2, 1, rant.
Are you heading to the Brownlow medal on Monday night or maybe planning to watch it on TV? Don't. Complete waste of time. Paddy Dangerfield wins the 2016 Brownlow medal. We know that. The AFLPA MVP was held last week. It was close. Martin third, 293. Second, Sloane, 442. And then just ahead of him, Paddy Dangerfield on 1,392 votes. This thing's a fait accompli. And let's be honest, it's not the sort of thing you want to watch if you know the result. I mean, how many times have you watched a replay of the Brownlow medal? There's not a lot of sidebar entertainment anymore either. Wags are no longer politically correct, so forget the rotating display for the wives and girlfriends. It was a good idea. I think it must have been invented by somebody who'd warmed up a curry last night in a microwave. No suits like Teasdale's because everybody has now a dress code, all black. So forget the brown velour. There's not going to be any drunken shenanigans because Fev doesn't play anymore. He might be there, but he's got a burgeoning FM radio career to protect. And quite frankly, there's not a lot of reason that you want to watch the Brownlow medal. It's done, it's dusted, it's Dangerfield's. What, you didn't like it?
This is what I thought of it.
Who's that? Oh, that's like the deputy, that's the opposition leader in Britain.
Yeah.
Imagine if we had prime ministers and presidents, Trump, Mr. Bean.
No, I don't want to think
and
about
Malcolm.
it. I don't want to think about it. I don't know what else to... Oh, yeah, you've got to count me in.
Okay.
This is going well.
Second semi, preliminary, grand.
I don't know what Alistair Clarkson's playing at, Finey. Graciously goes in the Bulldogs' rooms to congratulate them on a great win, then proceeds to tear down a legend of the game. Questioning the worth of Collingwood's 4 flags in a row from 1927 to 30, that's football blasphemy. You just don't go there. Well, not unless you want one of John Wren's descendants to put a contract out for a hit on you. Those old Magpies of yore were so great they called them the machine. And given it was so long ago they hadn't invented electricity yet, a machine powered by ropes, pulleys and a hamster wheel. There's only one way to settle this debate, and that's to have Hawthorn next year recreate the conditions in which the Pies of the 1920s did their stuff. That's right, we need to have Jack Gunston wearing knickerbockers, a vat of Brill cream on his hair and old nails in his boots instead of screw-in stops, because that was good enough for Gordon Coventry. There'll be no coming off the ground for Luke Hodge every time he cops a head wound. He'll have to do what Harry Collier would have done. Bottle the blood and pass it around for refreshments at quarter time. That's how tough those Pies were. And if the Hawks think they're going to go into a game all rested, they've got another thing coming. Like any self-respecting Magpie did in the 1920s, they'll be working all day beforehand down a coal mine, knocking off just in time to grab a horse and cart to the MCG, then doing a second shift at the CUB brewery after the game. That'll sort out which of these great football teams was better. And my money's on the Magpies, because they also fought and died in 6 world wars so we could have these sort of useful arguments. And you tell that to the kids today and they won't believe you.
It takes a Monty Python, but well wonderful work.
Appropriated, yeah. Well, I was channeling the anger I felt when we didn't get that footage up at the time. We should have.
They were a great team, the team from 27 to 30, just very quickly.
You're old enough to see them?
No, but you know, they were so strong in one of those years, they actually are accused, and apparently it was true, of intentionally losing their only game of the year, the semi-final against Richmond, so they could get extra max payments, it was during the Depression, in a preliminary final, and then went on to thrash Richmond in the grand final.
A likely story, but I'll buy it. Okay, well that's it for...
You know, with all the programs they've had in place and the youth girls coming through, like I went and watched the Youth Girls Carnival a couple of months ago and I was blown away. Like they were, you know, the skill level and the way they moved the ball was phenomenal. So the skill is definitely there.